Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about the Coracup. If you know what the Coracup is, or if you know what the Diva cup is, then you know what the Coracup is. If that is something that you are interested in, keep on watching.
Everything I do it with a passion. If I gotta be a bitch, I'ma be a bad one.
Alright you guys, so like I said, if you know what the Diva cup is, you know what the Coracup is. It is a silicone cup. It takes the place of pads and tampons, mainly tampons I would say. It's also got these, I don't know if you can see, but it has suction cups on the side or suction holes on the side. That's so then it can suck and open up a nail. And yeah, this thing does not have the chemicals, the rayons, the bleaches, the chlorine that pads have. However, I do want to research this thing a little bit to see if it actually has, this is a clean Coracup, so if y'all like, why is she swinging it around like that? Because I don't know what swings around, I don't know. Anyway, but I do want to research this to see if it has any of those, you know, like the rubber chemicals. I wonder if it has rubber chemicals. And I will post it in the community tab if I find it. I should have researched it before that, but I didn't think of it until I started talking about it. Anyway, so this thing, it's a soft cup. I believe this is a soft cup. There are harder cups. So yeah, you're supposed to twist it like this and then put it right in there, okay? Now let me tell y'all, folding this thing up is not easy. It's actually kind of hard. And it's hard to keep it folded and then put it in there. You don't aggressively do it like that, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so now let's get into my experience. I do like the Coracup, but I don't like the Coracup. I'm like, yay, woohoo, I love the Coracup. Then I'm also like, fuck this hoe, because like, y'all, listen to this. So first of all, this thing is so hard to get in. For me, it's really hard. I've heard for other women, they just pop this thing in like fucking Tic Tacs. So look honey, putting this in there, like the downstairs was like, what are you doing? We don't do this. You don't put rubber stuff into me.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you all
you don't put, on our periods, we don't put rubber stuff up there. You a pad type of girl. What you doing? We switching it up. You decided to do something different. What you doing? So the hole was not having it, and I did it on a medium flow so then I wouldn't have a whole bunch of a mess, because I can see this being really messy if you don't know how to just slip it in real quick. Because if you're not on a heavy flow and you trying to, and then yeah, it's just gonna be all of it, and you know. So look, I did it on a medium flow, so at least I didn't have a whole bunch of blood all over, but I had a little bit of blood all over. So I put it in. I finally got it in. It probably took me 7 minutes to get this thing in there, honestly. And once it's in there, okay, so say this is the canal and it's sitting in there like this. Y'all know Kegels, so you know when you don't have this thing in there and you got Kegels and you try to clench down there and it goes like this. Yeah, that's just normal. You can do it right now. But when this thing is in there, the walls are like this. You try to clench, the walls are like this. That's the only indication that you have this in here. Honestly, when you have this in there, your period disappears. If you're on a medium flow, if you're towards the end of your period and you don't have no cramps, you don't know that this thing is in there. The only sign is that you cannot clench your coochie. So yeah, your period completely disappears. Now, this thing at the end is supposed to be like the, you know, the thing that you pull, you feel me, to get it out. So unlike tampons, you don't have this long string hanging out. So if you are a really active person, a swimmer, a runner, a basketball player, or anything like that, this is, once you get the hang of putting it in, taking it out, this thing could be really, really good for you, because you don't have no period with this thing. They say that you can leave this in for 12 hours. I am not leaving anything in there for 12 hours, so I'm sorry. So I give this about 3 hours of wear. For me personally, I will put it in and then 3 hours later take it out, because it does hold a good amount. And you realize that you don't bleed as much as you actually thought that you bleed. You don't bleed a whole bunch. And then this is also the size 1. So I have size 1. They also have for heavier flows like a size 2, and I think they have a size 3. Maybe they only have 1 and 2. I don't know. But this is the size 1, and I know that size 2 is bigger. The bigger I honestly feel like would be the better, because then you can actually put this thing in this Tetris shape and then put it in there. But the bigger it is, the better I could see that being, because then it's just easier to put in because it's bigger. If you're gonna buy 1 Diva cup, get 2, okay? Because like if you're gonna commit to Diva cups, get 2, because throughout the day you're going to want to change it. Like I cannot imagine you having, like, you not changing it. And also bring pads. So honestly, this thing is like the better alternative for sport people. Like everyday girls, if you want it, you can. But to me, it's more for an active type of a person, somebody who doesn't feel like having a pad sitting there all day. Me, I'll have a pad there, whatever. During my workouts, I'll put in a Coracup, you feel me? Now my cons, y'all. Let me talk about my cons. You can't take this thing out, okay? Like I said, with putting it in, you might have to get the hang of it, but I can't take this thing out. I have a clip of me trying to take this thing out, and y'all, I have stripes on my face because I was testing out foundation. I was trying to see what color was my color, so don't mind that. And I look absolutely crazy. Listen. My coochie is like, never will I let this cup go.
Take a breath and take a second.
No, because now I'm starting to panic because it's not coming out.
Maybe it's dry as hell. Maybe it really smells broken pussy.
There would have to literally be no pads ever on earth, ever. No tampons on earth, ever, for me to use this. Yeah, because people were saying, yeah, I just do this with it, and I just fucking, like, how do you fucking do that? And then when you pull it out, it just fucking falls out. What kind of pussy you got? I mean, coochie you got?
Broken pussy.
I mean, vagina, whatever, what you got in there? I started getting worried, y'all. This thing is so hard to take out because it's not dry down there. So right now I can grip onto this little tail part with the things. I can grip onto it and then pull it out. But when everything down there is all moisturized, you up there like, and I started getting scared, y'all. I was so scared because I kept on going like this, because I couldn't get this thing out. Like, y'all, this thing is the hardest thing to take out, okay? It is the hardest thing to take out. And then my second con for this is it's really disgusting to clean. Even though I had a medium flow, y'all, and I didn't have a whole bunch of blood down there or in the cup, I can only imagine when the blood is like up to here and then you have to pour it out and then clean it. Yes, you really get to know yourself then. You really get to know yourself with one of these, which can kind of be a good thing because you realize how much you actually bleed, what color it is, what it smell like, all that, what it feel like, all that. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I'm gonna talk about the maintenance really quick. So once I took it out, I wash it with cool water, and then I bring that down to cold water, and I wash it with Dr. Bronner's soap. Now I don't do it with the peppermint one because y'all know how that go. No, I use the Earl Grey Dr. Bronner's, which is a really light scent, or you can use an unscented soap. After you do that, rinse it really thoroughly. I'm not going to put this in after me swinging it around all in the atmosphere, okay? So I wash it with Dr. Bronner's with cool water. This thing is supposed to stain, so that's normal. Staining of the cup is very normal. Like I said, I didn't use it that long. Like, I didn't use it for a full period on my heavy times, and I've only used it one time. My next period, I'm going to use it again, and maybe it will stain, maybe it won't, who knows. But if your Coracup does, or your Coracup or your Diva cup or whatever kind of cup you get, if it does stain, then that's normal and you can still use it. It's not dirty. Yeah, so that was my experience with this. Yeah, this thing is really hard to take out. That's the one thing that really turned me off, because once it was in there and we were at the stores and all that, I was like, oh yeah, I got my period. And then, oh my gosh, y'all, when you wipe, you like, it's like, okay, so you know how, like, for me at least, when I have a tampon in, I'm like, you can't pee and then keep that same tampon in, because now the string is wet and then it's wet with pee, and then you don't need to pee, and no, you can't do that. So I actually take my tampons out every time I pee. This, it was up in there and it was like gone, so I just wiped and I kept on going on my day. Ain't no blood, ain't no nothing. Your period disappears. Nobody knows that you're on your period when you have Coracup, which is completely awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about the Coracup, y'all. It's pretty cool. If you guys have any questions about this, like, comment, share, subscribe. All right, bye y'all.